Atmospheric conditions are suboptimal to mission deployment and evacuation. This is as close as I can get you to the Longinus Gamma facility.
The Emperor! For the Emperor! TRYGON encountered.
Take heed, Meridian. TRYGON target acquisition vectors are unknown. Best to keep moving and stay together. Projecting a sense of tactical dominance may deter it from attacking. For now.
Traverse with caution, brothers.
Our tactical advantage deters the Xenos tunneler.
Fertilizer now, Xenos. Finish and ready. For the Emperor! For the Emperor!
Preparing disciplinary performance.
One down. Trillions to go. Do not stall here. Stand resolute against the Xenos swarm. Throwing frag grenade. Disgusting Tyranid scum. Throwing frag grenade. Tyranid menace annihilated.
Take formation.
Tyranid fly marked. Arming up. For the Emperor!
Displays aggressive behavior.
All space tagged a burrowing Tyranid. Check your aim. Another Xenos bioform eliminated.
Successful.
Speed up and stay close.
hold an indefensible position. No ground is safe for long. We must keep moving. Find strength, brother. Auspex deep scan ready. We are allies. Beast here! Gun beast eliminated! I am... Stim cache here! Ammunition cache here! Munitions. I love it when burning dig their own graves. Contact imminent. We hold this ground, not the beast. Equipment marked. Speed up and stay close. Location mark. This battle exacts a grave toll. All specs ready to scan. TRYGON assault incoming! Picking up extra rounds. The hive mind loathes our victory. Exterminated. Rise and overcome. Have visual on a TRYGON. Dig in and fortify this position. Speed up and stay close. Runners won, brothers.
A lift station lies just ahead, Meridian. Considering the TRYGON's presence is incidental to our objective, utilize the lift to reroute closer to Metrian's keep. We have eyes on the lift platform.
That one calls for reinforcements.
So, for the Emperor out! Magazine in! The target.
Ignoel welcomes you to Longinus Gamma Bioresearch Facility. Please do not disturb the lift. It would be a waste. I have no music to play while you descend. Use the silence to contemplate your futile, brutal existence in service to...
Viridian, the servo skull is enslaved to an unknown master. I am...
Good. Signal silenced. Discuss your fate among yourselves. Interchangeable.
Ignore the servo skull, brothers. It is clearly malfunctioning.
A suggestion: abandon Gallio's misguided vendetta against the Magos biologists. Do you know Metrian achieved? Ask about Project Zeta 6.
What Mechanicus foolery is this?
Your righteous beacon to the Tyranids.
I have never encountered a servo skull malfunction like this before.
Quiet.
I found some stims. All specs engaged. Pathetic Tyranid fight. Acknowledged and remark this position.
This is the wrong path. You must turn back.
Medical supplies over here.
Fresh munitions. Orders received. Squad mate. Spec.
Alien trespasser sighted. All specs primed. Scanning. Zoanthrope, beware its mindbender.
For the Emperor! Obtaining armaments. For the Emperor! For the Emperor!
Your brothers think you are the weakest among them.
If the TRYGON desires battle, we will not reach war. No matter its size, it will still die at our hands.
I was worried you had fallen victim to Metrian's mastery of malphonic disruptive frequencies, but now the uncomfortable sensation associated with relief cools my remaining skin. Be warned, Viridian. Metrian cannot hope to stand against you alone, so she will lie and stall in hope the Xenos swarm will devour you. Case in point, she has enslaved that servo skull as a crude mouthpiece. But give her word zero credibility for the mission's sake. And your own.
Viridian will remain uncompromised, Magos.
is well stocked in mining gear. Requisition melter charges to eradicate the tunnels and halt the infestation.
Melter munitions should be nearby. Our strategy hinges on melter charges. Here, a melter charge.
Eradicate the vermin from the tunnel.
I found some stims.
Melter charge in your hand, brother.
Position confirmed.
Light their tunnels ablaze with melter charges.
Stim cache here.
Advance towards it.
Lictor! Sneaky high fiend! Watch your fire, brother! Eliminate the Tyranid bioborn! Rot, Tyranid scum! Our orders do not include
I dutifully record your howls of agony for future intimidation.
Often.
equipment there.
Ammunition be stopped.
Tyranid vermin are coming.
Ready for next encounter.
Inside the facility, you'll find Metrian cowering in her data enclave.
Gallia, old friend of mine. If you missed our binaric discourses, you could have sent communication. I observe you still pathetically cling to views of soft tissue. Remember, meat lacks efficiency, whereas metallic alloys stave off corrosion and degradation for far longer.
How far you have fallen, Noel, that I must drag you back into the light.
We are allies. Exterminate. All specs ready to scan. Equipment marked.
Commendable performance. Noted.
For the Emperor!
Three meat lackeys seems like overkill, Gallia. You think too highly of me. These poor, inert variables shall perish here, devoured by the Tyranids. And you do not care.
Metrian shut down power to the uplink terminals. You must resupply the generator with a backup power cell. She hopes the Tyranids will annihilate you, but she underestimates the second coming.
I keep telling you, deploy this stand.
I beseech you, Galio, bear witness to the summation of our divine arithmetic from long ago. Remember Project Zeta 6?
As my theorems predicted, your life vector has converged with renegade factors, and Zeta 6 was a waste of computational resources and one perfectly good Crocs. Surrender now, and perhaps leniency can be granted. After the mind probes, of course.
My beast hit.
You are a redundant functionary. Your Astartes shall die here, alone, in the dark.
Sighted. Activating all specs advanced. You are fertilizer now, Xenos. Power cell.
Disrupt her attempts to connect with the facility's network. Metrium will seize any opportunity to damage crucial data, which would deem this mission a failure. Do not let her connect to the consoles.
Meridian is your safeguard.
I am copies of copies, backups of backups, and I degrade not. You have already fallen.
Disable this console.
Return to Metrian's containment unit. See, Metrian, the more you thrash, the deeper you set our hooks.
These tender claws of Astartes' flesh have accomplished nothing, Galio. My imagination is already achieving my designs. You are fools, pests.
Silence, Metrian. Meridian, confirm possession of her quivering mass of computational gray matter.
Magos biologist is in Meridian's possession.
Pilot, Meridian is ready for evacuation. Sending updated extraction coordinates to you now, Meridian.
Check your aim. You will not fall this day. Remain adamant, brother. Back to battle, brother. Ammunition cache here. All specs primed.
All these dead Tyranids
We are allies.
New partner here.
Space scan confirms this is the correct vector.
Bury that bow.
Supply drop.
Standard morale boost. For the Emperor!
For the Emperor! War gear acquired. All specs deep scan ready. Be ready.
Cover my reload!
For the Emperor!
I cannot land with that lowering abomination lurking about. Deep scans have penetrated the atmospheric disturbances and Metrian's meddling code. TRYGON vulnerability data pushed to your displays.
Hear that, brothers! The TRYGON dies! Or we... Target local its vulnerabilities.
Equipment logged. I found some stims. The TRYGON has punctured another crawl wave. Vector melter charge.
Burn the flesh from the Xenos!
Stim.
Keep up the killing, brothers! For we are the bane of Xenos!
despite the odds.
Magos, how well did you know Metrian?
Ignoel Metrian and the historical dataset she possesses are for Mechanicus eyes only. But rest assured, she is in trustworthy hands now. You have my gratitude for your efforts, and I shall recommend some honorifics for your service, of course. There is much to pass, much to learn, and much to reminisce about.
It's ready to scan.